Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Fall 2020 Callout for the Autonomous Robotics Club of Purdue. My name is James, and I'm the president of the organization. I'm also a junior in mechanical engineering.
My name's Peyton. I'm a junior in computer science, and I'm the treasurer.
My name is Harrison. I'm a sophomore in computer science, and I am the vice president.
Hi, my name is Katya, and I'm a sophomore in computer science, and I'm the secretary.
So the Autonomous Robotics Club of Purdue was created to grow the skills and abilities of its members through design projects centered around advanced autonomous robotic systems. It provides hands-on, real-world experience to interdisciplinary teams using industry-standard tools and practices. To state that a little bit less formally, we provide the support so that you can focus on building robots. And we're focused on autonomous robots. And if you're not familiar with what that means, it's robots that are able to think and reason about an environment for themselves without needing a human at the controls. So this club would be a great fit for anyone who has an interest in robotics and research, enjoys learning, problem solving, and working in a team, and wants to join a community of people with shared interests. As a note, we are open to any major and skill level, and we also have a mix of hardware and software projects. So as a quick note about the history of the club, we were originally founded in 2015 under a completely different name. The purpose was less broad, and it was just so that a group of students could compete in the International Aerial Robotics Competition Mission 7. Since then, we've broadened our purpose and we've changed our name to be a little bit easier to remember.
Purdue ARC has a variety of leadership opportunities. Roles on the executive board include president, vice president, treasurer, and secretary. Each of these roles are chosen via an election at the end of each year. To be qualified to run, you must have been an active member in the previous semester. The responsibilities for these roles include communicating between advisors and team members, acquiring funding, and overseeing team operations. As for project managers are selected by the executive board through the pitching of their projects, and then will run that project. Responsibilities for these project managers include overseeing these projects and communicating progress to executives.
So you might be wondering what the semester will look like going forward. So the first week and a half include just advertising and callouts, trying to get new members involved in the club. And then the next week and a half will just be onboarding. So everyone will be getting adjusted and picking up any necessary skills that are needed. And you will be learning how to use Linux, Python, and ROS using a little tutorial that James made that just includes making the snake game. And people who are interested in CAD will also be getting a tutorial in SolidWorks. And then in week 4, students will pitch projects to us and we'll decide which ideas to fund. And a pitch will include a general project overview as well as an estimated budget and semester deliverables, so you know kind of what your goal is throughout the semester. And then team members will also get to choose which projects they want to work on for the rest of the semester.
Weeks 5 through 12 move into the more routine portion of the semester. This is where you're actually working on the projects you selected back in week 4. There's going to be 2 types of meetings that happen throughout these weeks. One is a general team overview. This is a shorter meeting where everyone gets together, we catch up on what's been happening between all the projects, we get status updates, and we sort of just hang out. These meetings will probably last from 30 to 45 minutes. And then we have project meetings. This is where your project work is actually getting done. You're meeting your deliverables you set back in week 4 and week 5, as well as you're just hanging out with your project group. As mentioned, or will be mentioned later, these types of meetings are up to the project manager and the team. So you decide when to meet, you decide how long to meet, and you decide whether you want to meet remote, considering the given circumstances. So it's really up to the team, and that'll all be decided when you enter week 5 through 12. Week 13 is when we wrap up these projects. So we'll document all the progress we made. We'll make plans for next semester to ensure things are going to run smoothly. And we sort of say goodbye to all the work we've been doing for the past weeks.
Here you can see some previous projects we've worked on. The IRC missions are yearly competitions where the goal is to build robots to autonomously complete a set of tasks. We competed in Mission 7 and Mission 9. As for the scale autonomous car, we are currently building a 1/10 scale RC car, which is running an NVIDIA Jetson Savior with stereo cameras and a LiDAR sensor mounted on it, with the goal being to drive the car autonomously around an unknown area.
Looking towards the future, these are some of the projects we have in mind when moving forward. Obviously, this is just a short list of things we have interest in, but any ideas you might have, you can bring to the table when it comes to project pitching. So these are just to name a few. One big one is the Rocket League with physical mini autonomous RC cars. With this idea, we'll be using a swarm of RC cars to sort of play a game of Rocket League, with the idea being that we can eventually transition it to a hackathon style competition. So in this competition, teams can develop algorithms and different methods of completing a game of Rocket League and compete against each other to see who has the most efficient method. Moving on, we also have UAS First Responders Challenge, unknown environment exploration with scale autonomous cars, and finishing the mini drone platform we've been building over the past few years. So you can see there's a pretty diverse amount of projects, and you can sort of choose really what you want to fit into based off of your niche and interest within robotics.
So since we're living through a literal global pandemic, it's important to have a response to this pandemic. So we want to make sure that this club is open to remote and on-campus students so that everyone has the opportunity to be involved in a non-school related activity that is also related to their interests. And we will make sure that general meetings will be hosted over some online video platform to reduce the spread of the virus. But individual project meetings for smaller groups of people have a little bit more flexibility in meeting arrangements, but they must conform to the Protect Purdue guidelines. So when you are meeting in person, please make sure to wear masks, social distance, and don't go to meetings if you're sick, but you can also do virtual meetings. And just to make sure that everyone is able to socialize, we plan on hosting some sort of virtual social event. For example, we are planning to play Jackbox as a club, just so everyone has the opportunity to get to know each other and have fun. And going forward, please use the link provided below to sign up for the club. This is mandatory. It's not an application, but we just want to know who is part of the club so that we can take attendance and do board stuff. The first meeting will be announced via email, which you will provide in the form through Boiler Link and Slack. So please start thinking about project ideas you might have, because the fourth week of the semester is coming up pretty fast.
And so up here on the screen, you can see my contact information, as well as the contact for the club overall. There's also our advisor, Professor Mo, his contact information up there. So feel free to reach out if you have any questions at all. And then down at the bottom, we've got a few links, our website. So we've been working on getting that a little bit more built up. And so we've got a contact form, a calendar, as well as an overview of some of the projects that we've done in the past. So definitely check that out if you're looking for more information on the club. And then we've also got our Slack workspace, and that's primarily how we communicate. But for now, just worry about filling out that Google form so that you will end up on our mailing list. So thank you for making it to the end of our call out video, and I hope to see you soon.